put our hands together and welcome them.
Thank you very much, Mr. Mullins. All that you said about me let me sound like I'm important. I want to thank you all for coming out here this morning, and I want to preface my remarks with a great thank you to Bishop Dr. Fripp, whose vision it is to have us here this morning. As I'm saying this, I'm reminded of the man that was asked to speak at a function. And he got up and he said, "Ladies and gentlemen, I've been invited to speak to you here today, but before I begin speaking, I'd like to say a few words." So here am I saying a few words before I begin speaking. Dr. Fripp's idea it was to have this empowerment seminar here this morning. It was his idea. And I just want to give him thanks and for the vision and for allowing this great facility to be. Isn't it a real wonderful place to be worshiping God? I also want to thank my fellow panelists, people who have supported my office all through the years. Guys who are my friends and my counselor. Matter of fact, all them law courses I studied, Mr. Damar was my immigration professor in Lehman College. I know a little bit about immigration, so if you don't have a green card, you can talk. But if I can't manage it, I'll put it to Mr. Damar, right? Mr. Damar is my friend, and he's brought with him Kepler Title Company, who Dr. Fripp, of course, already introduced you to, and you'll know the importance of the title in the evidence of title as we address that today. My great friend Al Brown, president of Southern Star Mortgage out there in Queens, New York. I never understood why Al never wanted me in his office. But when I saw all the pretty ladies he brought here, I realized he wanted to protect my marriage. Very good. But nice meeting everybody from Southern Star too. And of course the Mckoy Realty staff. My God of mercy, you're used to being out at early in the morning, is that right? Welcome again, welcome again. The good friends and members of the church here, and those of you who have come to hear from us here this morning. I see my good friend Javon in the crowd, and I see Joan's mother. I want to take just a little time to say thanks to Joan. My God of mercy. He placed this woman in my office for a great purpose. And she has brought her skills and her marketing skills to the office and is certainly taking us places. To thank Linda. Linda always working so hard. No matter what function we have, we can have Linda taking care of making sure everybody gets fed, making sure everything is organized and everything is running together. We can't do without these people. I want to thank my new PR man, Mr. David McKenzie. And he has brought with us here the Interlude Pictures crew. These guys are taking my pictures and taking yours too. Don't be surprised to see yourself in Hollywood. These guys, the lawyer will sue them for you, don't worry about it. But we want to thank you all so much because you're really giving us all the exposure we need. And this is so important because if the big companies, Pepsi and Microsoft and AOL, know to be in the faces of all of us every morning, how much more Mckoy Realty, Family of Christ Church, Southern Star, we should learn that we have to be in the faces of everybody too, right? That's what it takes. And to all the supporting staff, Mr. Gordon, Mr. Sharp, all the people, and the people at the office now who are keeping the office open while we are here. And so we want to thank everybody. Did I not call your name? Did I not thank you? Let me put this part down. I thank all of you. Everybody else is involved, right? It is my part to speak about the broker's role and real estate in general. I don't like to stand up one single place to talk, so I think I can get my voice out there if you don't hear me on the mic. We are in church today, and so I'd like to
take the mic.
Point out that the first gift that God gave to man was land. Adam, oh, I can walk up and down with this? Yeah, thank you. The first gift God gave to man was land. When he made Adam, he put Adam in the Garden of Eden. You notice that? The fun thing about that was Adam was there. He got Eve. All of a sudden, the population started to explode, and God didn't make any more land. He made man, he made fishes, he made animals, he made birds, he made everything, but he ain't making any more land. So what we have is what we have. What happens with this is that as we get to have to occupy more land, there's less and less land available. And the scarcity of land creates demand for land. Isn't that right? Mm-hmm. And so I'm going to start my little preface by saying, scarcity plus demand equal value. God ain't making no more land. And as the population explodes and more people need land and want land and buy land, there's less available. So as it becomes less available, it becomes more scarce, and there's more people wanting it, then it creates more value. I like to tell my wife that all the time. I'm scarce, I'm in demand. Don't put that on the camera.
Sorry.
And this becomes the most valuable commodity you and I could have. Now, real estate is described as the earth's surface extending downward to the center of the earth. You know, they say that the earth is round, right? So this is it. The earth's surface going down to the center of the earth and going up into infinity. Plus all the things that are added to it by man and by nature. We in church, we say by man and by God. Praise the Lord.
Praise the Lord.
By man and by God. So trees and grass and homes and garages, these things that are added permanently, that's the word, permanently, becomes what we call real estate. Now, Dr. Fripp opened this morning by encouraging us to own land, to own property. It has been the practice from the kings And there's where they build their wealth. A matter of fact, there was a time not so long ago. A matter of fact, if you look at the United States Constitution, you will see that there was a time not so long ago that black people were not able to own land. There are a tremendous amount of cases that were fought and are on record in the courts today where we had a fight to challenge for the right to own, because the people who owned it wanted to keep the wealth in their clan, because real estate is wealth. It's a funny thing about land. According to the Bible, we came from it. We walk on it, we build on it, we play on it, we fly away from it, we fly land back on it, we cultivate on it, we do all kind of wonderful things on it, and when we are done, we are buried in it. What can you do with it? It's a powerful thing. It's a powerful thing.